Time passed fast, fast as grass to reach height it wish it had when it was small, just a lad. That's the rub of Aladdin's lamp. That's when the light gets the big, and then when you wish it, you got the weight that you had in the beginning, the weight that it is. The wait is over, now I spit. Now I grist what could have been, and then put them in net like they fish, and then I'm just fishing again for this. Words that I thought that I had inside of my head, and then I pry back the skin to see what the scores go. Then I go for gold, maybe I go for rough, and diamonds a fall from old. Maybe I fooled the fool who was on the streets talking too loud, like he fucking know but he don't. Maybe he read from a book that's never been printed or sold. Maybe he was him all alone, and now I'm Confucius though. Maybe you shouldn't go for the judgment of someone else, and go judge yourself. Judge, jury, execution, list of sentences, and then I get lit inside the limp, inside the crystal ball. I'm in snow globe, my ass to the snow globe. It got packed, so y'all can go ski if you want on them slopes and grow tall. Maybe that's a motel at the top, but call it a lodge where you can sip the Swiss Miss and sit by the farther rolls. With a couple of logs that stacked, a couple of them flapjacks, and they were hollering back like Gwen Stefani would have said. And now the short song got a sack involved, and them potatoes that's plucked from the ground. How the fuck you know where they was? You need a metal detector or some? Yes. Detect sick, or maybe detest when it isn't this. Friend, or detest when you theft shit, like you had the sticky appendages that need to get ripped. Flesh, maybe the red drip, because then the red dress would have made sense. And then you got a sack of potatoes of a big and burlap with the rope extends. Rope, because full throws and rows couldn't be wrong. Maybe the throw said I won't was sharp on the front, so it could have done job through the ribs or heart, because your heart was small. It fits in the box. That's a tic-tac-toe. Maybe a cat scratched fever on his arm. Boom. The forefront of forethought, of forward-thinking dog, because I can think for all of y'all dumb-dumbs that sit on laps too long, and you laugh along. At what? Maybe a gay joke or something that could just stick on the underside of your pants, because you got a bunch of the students all panting like they're dogs with the paws up. But they can't canoe red, do ride with my soul. No, canoe red. Hard as kettles get. Yes, I'm just a skittle, friend. I will settle for no less than best, because that's what I become with rap. And when I extend a bit of knowledge or wisdom for them to get, maybe they could flourish from it. They could have a river rush to where the river wasn't, and get a whole bunch of them flowers that plant or blossom. That would be awesome, just touching the finger Michelangelo's brushes every time I went with the gold brushes. Maybe this was solid, would never rust it. I'd just be honest, I've stuffed with a bunch of them feathers upon. When I touch, maybe I tickle a thought, and then it starts to laugh. Go over top or go over, maybe I could be the full. To go over city that's tall. I'm reciting song, it's silly, I know. But the silly was stoked when you go the decimals, and weight of home with I'm talking about. It's Atlas for shoulders, bro. And then the shoulders, bro. Like the bridge that broke. Maybe bend the bridge my toe with the diamonds that you go. Maybe it was a mine shaft that was just too low. It reached the center of the world. Maybe it was a Tootsie Roll Pop and there was an O that's propped up inside of a tree or bush that's just grow from in this yard, because then I could get so Nintendo NES stuff. Yes.
Make good on my tongue. Make good on my tongue. For y'all.
RT. Hold up. Spin the distance then with some of this that's got the lid just so you can stand and not slip. Your tread needs to catch his tread. Catch his breath? No tread, don't do this. It's rubber cement that you got from what extends the top limbs, and then y'all got limp and what the neurons send. A moron gets. Count on rap the club or some of what you call like the crop with the rubber butts on the claws, because this is the claws like the snowfall, the snow guard, the frostbite where it belongs. And now y'all was the beloved ones with a bunch of bellowy chests yelling along. What was yellow was the maybe y'all just yell at the wall, have it bounce and full throws down. Maybe yard stick that you bought from yard sell half off, and then y'all have all you want because the hog was for us, and then y'all got a piece of a crumb because that's the sweet that you want. Yes, that you want, blue ribbon stuff. Ripping it because when I did, ribbon did what it wanted to in the first. When it was invented, friend, a boat that was sent across the wind that could lick like a puddle did, and then a bunch of them were pot-bellied pigs that you could have brought to any carnival that had the carousel that spins. An artisan with red. An artisan this artillery bag that I have and let go the wick on the top, because then an air glade that's plugged in the wall couldn't keep this fresh enough when I talk. Yes, talk at trucks that parked in yard and London yard would have got some London fog that would float like this mistless knot, and then it combust, become something else.
When does the wind talk for you? Can I say it? When does the wind talk for you?
Can I say it? Harsh, posh, and harsh, because the sentences start and they make the most a sense to everyone and none at once. One and one type stuff till I won it all. Till W's were on all the shirts I wore. And the W was known for far off cause it glows in the dark. It has a couple batteries that go in a spot. And on go it be charged, and on with all this that was just overpowering all. All was an understatement, dog. It's more than that, it's more profound. It's like a puddle hit a rock and then it did a splash like the biggest drop that ever fall when it's raining out type shit. And then you trip on stick that's stuck in mud. Then you said that was ironic. TWA.